All right, mic check here. Getting ready for Billings Central versus Belgrade. Got the national anthem. This is just a microphone check. We got a windy day out here. We're going to try to keep it out of the wind. All right, hey folks, I'm going to make a adjustment here on our volume. I'd suggest that you turn your volume down here for a second because I'm going to make an adjustment on our soundboard that's going to make it a little bit louder. So hang on, this is going to come into effect in about 10 seconds. Just a moment here. Just Mike. Down there?
Have a great game, gentlemen. Your referees for today's contest in the center, Gary Marks. Your ARs are Jeff McGuire and James Maxwell.
Two of their players took a knee during the national anthem.
Is the sun affecting it at all?
Not that I can tell.
Is the sun affecting it at all? You guys don't know, you don't see it, you're just...
No, Mr. Parr has the...
I'm running us in the wind.
Okay, hey fellas, do you guys have any questions? Baron's here. I gotta run my son home, okay? Okay, cool.
Achieving up line! Andre, you asked for it!
Hey, what is it?
Rams number 2, Felipe Nico.
I'm hearing update two things. They can hear you talking in the background because we don't have any audio. So be careful about talking in the background. And then we're zoomed almost way too far out, so you can't even see the ball. So we got to get a little bit closer and follow the ball a little bit closer so we can. Other people can follow the ball right now. They can't even follow the ball. So we got to zoom in a little bit and keep the chatter behind the box down a little bit. Okay. Do we have a program over here, or where's the mic to talk? Is it up there or down there?
It's right here.
So if we get a program, okay. start to talk, we may have to check the audio on this. Okay? You guys know how to check the audio on it and stuff? We'll see if we can't give a little bit of audio to our Panther Live today as we wait for our broadcasting director, Mr. Nate Parsegian, make his way back. Ball's out past the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Rams. 20 minutes remaining in the first half. Good ball by the goalie, unable to be controlled by the Rams. Panthers take control of the ball. Portnell left side to Odom. Odom looks inside, gets it to Gordon Schlau. Shot on goal, stopped by the keeper. Panthers have had many shots on goal, but that's not unexpected with the wind kind of blowing towards the goal today, as we do have probably about a 20 or 30 mile an hour wind blowing today across the field. Russell centers the ball, goes all the way across, picked up by Tebow. Tebow, looks like it was going to be a center pass over the goal. Be a goal kick for the Rams. Checking in for the Rams is number 4, Sean Comstock. Referee signals the ball ready for play. And the keeper Khan puts it up. Controlled back by the Panthers. Rockwell to Russell, cross ball. Nice run by the Panthers, and the Rams. Looks like they kick it out, but it went past the baseline. It'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. 18 minutes remaining here in the first half. Corner kick up in the air with the ball in, saved by the keeper. Khan rolls it out right side. Up to number 14, Dull. Dull centers it. Guarded closely by Javon Chisholm. Comstock weaving his way up the middle, puts a through ball. It's a race to it, and it's put into the goal to Turner. Turner rolls the ball out to the right side for the Panthers. Alex Chase pushes the ball up, and it is lost out of control. Stewart unable to control the ball. It'll be the Rams throw in. Taken away by Tebow. Centers to Rockwell, put a through ball up to Tebow on the right side. Tebow with the center, almost into Gordon Schlau. Picked up by Stewart, right side to Tebow once again, puts it in. Defense is there, and Rams take care of it and keep it out of the box. Rams now pushing the ball up the left side of the pitch. Tries to get into the center. Picked up by Portnell. Back to Rogers. Or excuse me, to Kaya. Panthers put it into the box, retrieved by the keeper Khan.
by Holly. And they're not probably the best thing to do in this wind to get it up very high, as it's not going to travel very far. But the Rams come away with it. Put a through ball, and Chisholm there to knock it away. Picked up by the Panthers. Stewart, right side, Tebow, back to Stewart. Stewart puts the through ball to the right side for Tebow. Tebow pushes it up towards the baseline, puts it into the box, and it is... I do not see the referee signal. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Panthers. 15:39 remaining here in the first half. Stewart gets to Tebow. Tebow back to Stewart. Defended nicely by number 15, Ferenghetti for the Rams. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Panthers throw in. Into Portnell. Doesn't control it. Taken away by the Rams. Stolen back by the Panthers. Scrum for it in the middle. The Rams come away with it. Pass it back, reset, reversing the ball. Trying to get it through, and Russell just narrowly misses picking it up. Ball comes right in front of us, right side. Ball nicely taken away there by number 13, Odom. Tries to pass it to Russell on the left side, and it'll be the Rams ball throw in here on the near sideline. 14:38 remaining here in the first half of a Eastern A finale between the Billings Central Rams and the Belgrade Panthers. Kelzer charged with the foul. Rams with the free kick. It's a nice ball right into the hands of Turner. A little bit of talking back and forth. Let's see what's going to happen as our official is having a talking to with one of the Rams players. And it looks like our official is going to talk to both players and going to give a restart to the game. And Turner rolls it out left side to Kelzer. Kelzer out to Odom. Odom centers in the middle of Portnell. Actually, that was Rockwell, excuse me, to Rockwell. Race to the ball. Oh, Russell gets right there with the goalie. And the Rams kick it out of bounds. Odom to Russell. Russell to Gordon. And stolen by the Rams in the center. Rams now on offense. Looking to move the ball up. They're at midfield at the moment. To the left side. Through ball there by the Rams. And he's got some positioning. Looking to try to center the ball. And again, taken away by Chisholm for the Panthers. Pushes the ball up. And we got Schlau going to be called with the foul. Right about midfield. Rams will have the free kick. 12:25 remaining here in the first half. Eastern A Divisional Soccer. Beautiful Belgrade, Montana. Look at the background that we see out there. What a gorgeous day. Sunny, everything. We just have a little bit less wind. It would be wonderful, but it's still a gorgeous day for soccer. Two very quality teams going at each other here on a Saturday afternoon. Scrum in the middle, and it's going to be the Panthers' ball as Comstock and Portnell fight after the ball. A long ball there by Kulzer. Controlled by the Rams at that end, taken back by the Panthers, and it looks like it's out of bounds, and it'll be the Rams throw-in. We have a substitution into the ball game. Looks like number 7 for the Rams is going to enter. Ben Marone comes in, replacing number 2, Felipe Nico. Apologize for any mispronunciation there. Tracy with the ball for the Rams. Rams looking to reverse the ball. Up the side. Odom there to take it away. Rams still in control. In the center to number 15, Ferenghetti. Ball goes left side and Russell picks it up. Zaya trying to make a move on the defender, unable to get it. Taken away nicely by the Rams defender. Ball upside, taken away by Kelzer. Puts it up to Rockwell. Rockwell puts it down the left side to Russell. Russell hustling after it, and it's knocked out of bounds. And looks like it was last touched by Russell. That'll be a Ram throw-in down by the corner. A Ram player down on the field. It's number 19, Isaac Meyer. Down on the near sideline, right in front of the Rams bench. He's being looked at by the athletic trainer for Belgrade High School, Mr. Matt Hoskins. Both these teams already decided on where they finished up in the Eastern 8 Conference. The Panthers are conference champions. Second year in a row for the Panthers. They will host Hamilton next Saturday at 11 o'clock here at the Belgrade Youth Sports Complex at Joe Minicucci Park. And Billings Central will play host to the Laurel Locomotives on Tuesday at 3:30 in Billings. 3:30 in Billings, the Rams will take on the Laurel Locomotives, a very common opponent as they are Eastern 8 Conference foes, but because of the system, this is the year that the Eastern Conference only gets 2 teams to rotate into the field of 8, and so we do have a playing game on Tuesday between our second and third place teams, and they happen to be the Rams and the Locomotives. Winner of that game will play host on that Saturday to their next opponent. It looks like it was not a throw-in, it was a free kick down there. And we're back in play. Ball is up the sideline. Nice ball, stays in bounds. Odom fields it back to Turner, and the Panthers will set their offense on this end. Turner tries to go right wing, picked up by the Rams, but taken back by Portnell. Right side to Tebow. Tebow looking, passes it back to Portnell. Portnell unable to control it, and is taken away by number 13. Elstrom. And Comstock with the ball. Back to Tracy. Defended, pushed up there by Rockwell. He knocks it out, and with the wind, it balls all the way back towards the corner. They try to push it up the side, and it's out of bounds. It'll be the Panthers' ball, and the Panthers now with the substitution. Trying to see the number that's coming in. Looks like number 16 for the Panthers. It'll be Nathan Haycock replacing Alex Chase. Haycock for Chase. 8:23 remaining here in the first half. Tebow centers it into Russell. Russell working around on side. Loses control of the ball and picked up by the Rams. Ball's put up. Both teams fighting for it in the middle. Rams come away with it. Rams try to push it up down the sideline. Chisholm there to defend him. Chisholm with a nice defense, and Tebow pushes the ball for the Panthers up the right side. He gets it to Gordon Schlau. Schlau with some moves it around. He's still wiggling around. And Rams finally able to clear the ball as we got right to the top of the 18. Tebow puts it back in, top of the 18, goes right side to Russell. Russell sets up, looking around, guarded inside, trying to do a little bit too much footwork. He loses control of the ball, hustles after it, and it looks like our AR on the side was going to call a foul, but it took a while for our center ref to see it. Center ref today is Mr. Gary Marks. Looks like Tracy will be the person putting the ball back into play. Nice header there by... that was a pretty interesting play. A lot of people in the same place. Nice play by the goalie Turner for the Panthers. Russell gets it into Schlau, tries to push it right side to Haycock, taken away by the Rams. He gets up to center. Tebow there to intercept the pass. Inside to Schlau, tries to go right side, knocked away. Haycock puts the ball on goal and recovered by the keeper, Kahn. We have an injured player for the Panthers as Russell appears to be down at the moment. 6:25 remaining here in the first half. No score in the ball game. No score in the match. No score in the match. Replacing Russell will be number 6 Sean Smith for the Panthers. It'll be a free kick for the Rams, and Tracy once again put the ball into play. Panthers with control. Push it up to Haycock. Haycock top of the 18. Ball bounced around. Kicked out of there by the Rams. Out to Dole. Dole gets it taken away by Stewart. A little bit of contact. Ref says play on. Ball up right side. There's Odom. Odom and Dole fighting for the ball. Now it's Odom and Comstock. Stewart taken away, and he's grabbed on the arm by number 14, Keller, for the Rams. Kelzer to take the free kick for the Panthers. Puts it high in the air. Schlau with the header back towards the goal, and recovered by the keeper, Kahn, for the Panthers. Nice header there by Gordon Schlau, back across the front of the goal, but the keeper there to take care of the ball. Panthers again trying to push at the corner of the 18 or the goal box. Haycock tries to put it into the center, kicked out of there. Portnow coming in, and ball's taken away by the Rams and controlled by the Rams. Portnow taken away, back Odom, back to Portnow, back to Odom. Odom centers it into Haycock. And Haycock taken down. This can't quite tell if it's in the box or not. Looks like it's just outside the 18 as nobody's lining up for a penalty kick, but we will be lining up for a free kick. Center referee's backing the Rams up. And looks like it's going to be... Looks like it's going to be Smith. Puts the ball on right into the goalie there, Kahn, to take care of the ball. 3:23 remaining, still scoreless here in the first half. Eastern A Conference finale between the Billings Central Rams and the Belgrade Panthers. Haycock with another shot on goal, picked up by the goalie. Currently, Wynn playing a very big part of this game as the ball seems to be on the Panther end of the central end of the field, with the Panther saying Odom with the breakaway, and he puts it into the left corner of the goal at 2:49 in the 37, just inside the 37th minute of the first half. The Panthers take the lead on an unassisted goal by Odom. Odom puts it in the corner of the net. And the Panthers with a first half lead of 1-0. As I was saying, the teams heading in that direction definitely have an advantage here in the first half as the wind is blowing across the field, but a little bit more towards as we're facing the field to our left. Stewart with the ball. Puts it down the left side to Schlau. Schlau guarded over there, and ball taken away nicely by the Rams. Ball pushed up to number 14, Keller. And battle forward in the middle. Portnell wins the battle. Goes right side to Cannon Tebow. Tebow still with ball, pushing up. Rams finally are able to get the ball away from him. Rams try to push it to the side. The pass just ahead of their Ram. Looks like Cheney, if my eyes are right, number 9. Tebow throws it in, drops it to Stewart. Stewart controls the ball. Little collision. Both people going straight towards the ball. Ref says play on, and the ball is into the goal box, picked up by the keeper, Kahn. Again, Kahn puts the ball up in the air in that wind. It just does not travel very far. Still on this in the central side of the field. Rams try to keep it in bounds over there by number 12, Melder. Throw in up, knocked out of bounds, still Panther ball. Rams control the throw in. Ball's in the center. Two teams battling after it. Steve Good. And it's picked up by Kelzer here in the Panther end of the field. Odom unable to control the ball. Will be a Rams throw in. Under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. We've had a couple of injuries here in the first half, so we will have a little bit of stoppage time here in the first half. Exactly how much? I'm going to guess about 2 minutes. As the ball's kicked out of bounds, it'll be the Panthers' ball. In the waning minutes of the first half, Panthers leading 1-0 on a goal by Andre Odom at the 38th minute here in the first half. Chisholm with the ball. Back to Turner as the Panthers set their offense. Turner goes right side to Tebow. Tebow inside to Portnell, back to Tebow. Tebow pushing it up the right sideline. Looks to move inside, centers the ball to Rockwell. Rockwell from outside, looks like he's preparing for a shot, keeps controlling, goes left side to Schlau, back to Rockwell. Oh, and it just off the deflection of the keeper and out of bounds. Nice stop by the keeper. Good work by the Panthers, weaving it in, and that will conclude our first half of action here at Belgrade Youth Sports Complex, where the Belgrade Panthers lead the Billings Central Rams 1-0. It is halftime. We're going to take a little break. Leave the field on, and we'll be back for second half action of Eastern A Soccer here at Belgrade Youth Sports Complex at Joe Minicucci Park. little bit of some first half stats in the game. Each team with 4 fouls called against them here in the first half. And Panthers with 8 shots on goal, and the Rams with just 1. Now, again, that could be, wind could certainly be a factor there in the first half, or whether or not it was just the Panthers controlling the ball. I guess we'll see a little bit of result of which one it was here as we start the second half, whether or not the ball remains on the left side of the field as you're watching the game or not, as the wind is certainly blowing across the field to our backs as we watch the game and towards the north goal, which is to your left on your screen. Again, it's a beautiful day here in Belgrade, Montana. As we said earlier, both these teams already in the postseason. The Panthers are the Eastern 8 Conference champions, and the Rams are the runners-up, and they will host the Laurel Locomotives, who finished third in a tight game on Thursday. And I believe that was in Laurel, where these Laurel and the Rams played to a 0-0 tie, but because of the score earlier in the year, the Rams get the nod as the number 2 seed, and they'll play host to they'll play host to the Rams at 3:30 on Tuesday. In the girls' side of the action, again, the game today does have no bearing on the standings, although it has lots to do with just how the psyche of both teams have going into the playoffs. The Panthers coming off a disappointing loss to Laurel last week, 3-2, and then come back and pounded the Park Rangers last week. And so they're excited and on a high note and excited to get after the Rams today. Rams with a 3-1 victory over the Locomotives on Thursday to earn them the conference title. And so they'll be at home next Saturday. I do not know who their opponent is, but the Laurel Locomotives will be playing host to the Belgrade Panthers on Tuesday. Game time 5:30 in Laurel. 5:30 in Laurel. They'll give time for the boys' game to finish and those fans to come over and watch their teams play at 5:30. And also, due to the sunlight that hits that field, that'll also help the teams that are playing on the Laurel field without having to be staring directly into the sun at about 4 o'clock, 4:30 for their game. So that game is pushed back to 5:30. They do have lights in Laurel, so that shouldn't be a factor as darkness may start to creep in towards the end of the game. And it is on turf, so we're not concerned about the playing facilities, and I'm sure they can brush it off if we have any inclement weather as a part of that game. So, nonetheless, both these teams in the postseason, both their boys and their girls, and both kind of in similar situations. Billings Central Rams are the Eastern 8 Conference champions for the girls, and the Belgrade Panthers are the Eastern 8 Conference champions for the boys. And then Billings Central Rams in the play-in game on Tuesday versus the Laurel Locomotives, and the Belgrade Panther girls are in the play-in game versus the Laurel Locomotives on Tuesday. We're about 1 minute away, 1.5 minutes away from the start of the second half here in Belgrade, and we'll be back with the second half action in just a minute. All right, the clock is set, the music is down, and we are underway here in the second half action of Eastern A Conference finale. Panthers to get the ball to kick off the second half. Ball taken away by the Rams, given back right away to the Panthers. Down to Turner. Turner holding on to the ball, looking for a place to move it. Left side to Kelzer. Kelzer to Chisholm. Chisholm to Portnell. Far left side to, I believe that's Smith. And they're just controlling it in the backside. Now they finally push it up. Controlled by Rockwell. Rockwell goes up right side to Odom. It's a nice through ball. Odom. Lots of space to work down here. Centering pass to Schlau. Unable to make the play under the goal. And Rams now with the ball. Ball taken away, pushed up to Schlau. And ball's in, but we had offsides on the play. No goal, as Panthers Schlau was just offsides. Correct call there by the AR here on near sideline. So it will be a goal kick for the Rams. And see how he does now that we've got a little bit of wind to his side and to his back. As to expected. Ball nice by Tebow. Catches the ball in the inside. Tries to center it to Rockwell. Rockwell controls it nicely. And he cannot quite get enough on it. But it was a nice trap by Rockwell in the box to drop it at his feet. But just wasn't able to get anything on it afterwards. You can certainly tell the difference on that ball where in the first half, goalkeeper would put it up and couldn't even get it to the bottom of the circle. That one all the way down to the basically to the far flag. And it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers near the corner on the far end of the pitch. That should give you a good idea of how strong this wind is out here and why the Panthers were able to have it in their half of the field, although here they are early in the second half, again with the ball on the Rams side of the field. Rams control the ball at the midfield. Ball's out of bounds. Ball's up to Schlau, and the wind kept it out of bounds. Did not ever make it back in. Looks like number 23, Trafton, to throw the ball in. Controlled by the Panthers. Chisholm pushes it right side to Odom. Odom racing up the near sideline. Tries to get it back inside to Rockwell. Cleared out of there by number 12, Melder. Picked up by Portnell. Left side to Smith. Tries to center it into Rockwell. Schlau with the... tries to put it on the thing. Blocked nicely by the Rams. Portnell puts it up high right in. A good run there by Rockwell, but the keeper, Kahn, able to corral the ball. Oh, shit. Oh, too late. Scrum for the ball at midfield. Ball controlled by the Panthers as Tebow pushes it up the sideline, gets it to Schlau. Schlau guarded by number 23, Trafton. And Trafton knocks it out of bounds.
What are you guys doing?
Rams with the ball here on the near sideline. Capser pushing it up. Ball's pushed back to the goalie Turner for the Panthers. puts it right side to Odom. Odom traps it to himself on the sideline, centers it to Chisholm. Chisholm to Portnell. Portnell up into the middle to Schlau. Push left side. Schlau still with the ball. Pushing it up. Tries to center it and taken away by the Rams. Pushed it back out. Rams with the control. Chisholm defending. Nice bit of work there by number 13, Ellison. Taken away by Portnell. Over to Tebow. Portnell up to Schlau. Schlau not ready to make a break for the ball where Portnell thought he was. And the keeper, Kahn, puts his foot into it. And the ball is across midfield. Kelzer pushes it up. Keller for the Rams with the ball at Portnell, and the Panthers will reset their offense with the ball all the way back with the goalie Turner. Turner puts it all the way up to Smith. Smith can't trap the ball, and it is the Rams take care of it. Chisholm steals it back, and now it's the Panthers setting it. Try to push it back to the right side, and no wing there as the ball is just going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be the Rams ball on the near sideline. 3:30. How about 33 remaining here in the second half of action? Panthers leading 1-0 on an unassisted goal at the 38th minute by Andre Odom. Portnell tries to push it right side. Nobody there, and the ball rolls out of bounds right below our broadcasting tower. O'Leary with the throw in. Control the ball. Gets it over to Comstock. And ball taken away by Schlau. Pushed up the middle to Smith. Smith tries to push it over to Schlau. Taken away, and it looks like it is Smith over there on the left side, and Tebow to throw the ball in. Gets it into Schlau. Back to Tebow. Corralled there by the Panthers. And out of bounds, and it looks like it will be a corner kick for the Panthers. Tebow puts it in before the Rams are able to get down here for goalie, and would try a header by Schlau, not able to get anything on it, and the ball is out. And the Rams are on the run. Ellison pushes the ball up. But Tebow hustles back to slow the offense down. And the Rams reset themselves. Ball right side. Little run taken away and knocked out of bounds by Kelzer as he slows the attack down. It'll be a throw in for the Rams on the far sideline.
Hey, Rick, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, did you mention the wind's blowing out here?
Just a little bit. We've mentioned it a couple of times. So we were saying the first half action was mostly on the north end of the field, and we didn't know if that was just attributed to Panthers controlling the ball or the wind, and I think it was certainly a little bit of both, as the Panthers have been down on the Rams end of the field here in the second half, but Rams have had it on our end more times this half already than they did in the first half. So the wind is definitely a factor out here this afternoon.
Yeah, hey, I just jumped on here, and so I got to now take this off and see how this mic sounds. I don't know if I'm yelling too loud into this thing, so I'm going to jump off the microphone for just a second and do a little sound check here and be right back on.
All right, well, we're glad to have you. Rams with the ball on the Panther side of the field, and they kick the ball out of bounds. It'll be a Panther throw-in. And throw it into the goalie, Turner. Turner with a little bit of pressure. Right side to Chase. Chase into Chisholm. Chisholm out to Chase. Chase out to Odom. Back in the center. And Panthers controlling the ball nicely. Chase with the ball, looking. Push the ball up to Schlau. Nice one-touch pass to Smith. Smith pushing it. And the Rams converge on Smith and take the ball away. And Comstock with the ball, unable to take it with him. And Schlau picks it up. And we got a run on the left side by Tebow. Good hustle over there. Corralled by two Rams. What's he going to do? Holding it in the corner and taken away by the Rams over there in the corner. Portnell at the top of the 18. Nice defense there by number 12, Melder. And a ball shot from Portnell, way outside the 18, stopped by the keeper, just off outside the goal. Goal kick puts it across the midfield. Controlled by the Panthers. Taken away by number 13, Ellison. Comstock with the ball in the circle. Number 2, Nico. Pushes it right side. And Panthers control the ball. And Tebow looked like he was going to kick it and let it go out of bounds. And we got a stoppage in play. And everybody's staring at each other. It's a substitution for the Rams, but because they do not have possession of the ball, they're unable to get their sub in. So it's still the Panthers' ball. Inbounds it. Portnell in the middle. Tries to put a ball in the middle. Pushes it up. And the goalie lets it just come into the box as he's knocked down by Schlau. As Schlau attempts to make a play on it just inside the box.
Boy, you see that goalie punt with the wind playing a big factor all the way down here now to Turner on the other end.
Exactly. In the first half when that happened, he was lucky to get it to the bottom of the circle. And now he puts it up in the air and it travels the length of the field.
The length of the field, yeah. I'm going to look for the long ball here when you have the wind at your back. I wonder if, I'm sure the girls' teams right now are watching how this game's playing out and factoring if they want to take the wind in the first half or the second half. It's going to be a big factor in that game as well.
Yeah, the wind is definitely to an advantage. It's like you got an extra player out there on your side today with that wind blowing, I would say, about 20 miles an hour. Pretty steady. Odom tries to send the ball. He does. Schlau's there to receive it. Backs it up. And the Rams pick it out. And Portnell will be there to set the offense back for the thing. Pushes it inside. Schlau outside the 18 puts a shot on and past the keeper and good.
Yeah, Jordan Schlau kept that one low into the wind, finds the lower right corner of the net, and puts Panthers up 2-0.
2-0, and that goal comes at the 53rd minute of the game. Panthers now with the 2-0 lead. Nice pass by Portnell into Schlau. Schlau with nice little bit of footwork to turn around and, like Nate said, puts it into the bottom corner of the goal for the Panthers. Panthers now leading 2-0. We got substitutions into the ball game for the Rams. We got number 3, Alexander Wood. And Russell returns to the game for the Panthers. Both number 3s back into the game. Now the scary part is 2-0. As most soccer coaches will tell you, the most dangerous score in soccer is oftentimes the team with 2 has a tendency to relax, and the team behind 2 has a tendency to really push the tempo. And the team that scores, if there is a third goal, seems to gain an advantage is because they feel like they've got something going. So we'll see what happens here in the next 26 minutes. Second half action of Eastern A soccer of the first and second place teams of Eastern A going at each other here in the final regular season match.
Just want to remind you also that after this game is over, this live stream will conclude, and then in about 10 minutes after the game's over, we will relaunch a new live stream with the girls' game. And also need to point out that we will have a student reporter. Kira Laramie is going to be doing some student reporting here for us in that girls' game. So make sure you tune in after this one and check out the girls' game. Kick will start at noon Mountain Time on a new stream from Panther Live YouTube. Again, we got 26 minutes to go here in this one. Panthers ahead by 2.
Central with the ball in the circle. Collapsed on by Russell. And Portnell pushes it up to Schlau. Schlau, nice through ball to Rockwell. Rockwell setting himself up, left foot kick and over the goal.
Yeah, Rockwell high on that one off the left foot, but Belgrade with some great play in the middle of the field, working it around and making their way through the Billings Central defense to set up that shot. Real nice footwork and teamwork by the Panthers there.
Goal kick coming by Kahn. Low on the ground, trapped there nicely by Keller. And Comstock hustling around, trying to get the ball back for the Rams. Gets it back to Keller. And ball taken away by Chisholm for the Panthers. Odom now controlling the ball. Blocked there a couple of times by by Ellison for the Rams. Nice one-touch passing taking place by the Panthers as they move the ball from right to left. Kelzer now with a deep ball, controlled by the Panthers. Schlau pushes it into the box. There's Smith, and nice defense down there by the Rams to keep it out of the goal box.
You know, and, with 24 minutes now to go in this game and trailing by 2, I think that Central's going to need to start looking for that long ball, use the wind that they have at their back here, because Belgrade seems to have a better control of the ball, working it around and taking the clock out. I think Central's going to need to start looking for that long ball over the top.
I don't disagree. Whether or not that's in the Rams, what they do, they're also a controlled type team. Both these teams very well coached and have a lot of good technique on them. That's why they, year in and year out, are two of the teams that are vying for championships in Class A soccer. Smith tried to nonchalant that one, misses the ball, picked up there by Comstock. Nice through ball over there. Kelzer there to kick it out. Picked up by Tebow. Tebow into Schlau. Back to Tebow. Again, Panthers playing possession soccer right here.
Yeah, Belgrade controlling the ball here through the middle. Now looking to get on the outside.
On the far sideline, ball knocked out of bounds by the Rams as we have a nice gust of wind. Picks up about another 5-10 miles an hour.
Yeah, the wind's gusty more than anything. I mean, there's a nice consistent 20-mile-an-hour breeze, then the gusts come up to 30 and 35. Hope our microphones aren't picking up too much of that. But it's also kind of a nice, warm, sunny day at the same time.
It actually is. I'm sitting here nice and toasty and getting baked by the sun, but I'm certainly not too hot either. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Rams. It'll be a Panther corner kick. Russell taps it down, gets it into, looks like to Tebow. Tebow, nice little bit of footwork, pushes it back to Russell.
And, you know, really
but now from outside, again, enough defense by the Rams, and now it's headed out by number 13, Ellison.
That corner kick, though, shows a lot of awareness of the Belgrade side of understanding here as this ball just goes out of bounds, but understanding how this wind plays a factor in the game. That corner kick is actually the most direct into the wind spot, which actually we're going to see again here. But Belgrade plays it quick on the last time through. Is this going to be really hard to center it from here? Right now it's being defended by the Rams, kind of wising up to it. So let's see how, and they're going to play it short again wisely just because of these conditions.
A nice defense down there by the Rams number 3, Wood. And he's fouled on the play, so it'll be a... Oh, no, ball was knocked out of bounds. No foul. Knocked out of bounds by Russell. And now we're going to find out that it was a foul. There we go.
Gotcha, yeah.
So it was a foul. I thought that's what they had, but when they threw it in, it confused me a little bit.
Yeah, and we certainly don't have a very good vantage point from here of the opposite sideline. But we do have a nice view of the Bridgers again today. Hopefully we're picking up a little bit of that on the broadcast for you guys to see there.
Nice bit of ball control in the middle by number 4, Comstock. Guarded tightly by Smith. Ball finally taken away by the Panthers. And Chisholm tries to center it into Schlau. Goes through, and the goalie, Kahn, comes up, slides in to recover the ball. Again, another ball high in the air. Headed back by Chase. and controlled by Tebow on the far sideline.
And, I just think that what the keeper here for the Rams needs to do is now that he realizes how far he's going to punt it, he needs to wait for his teammates to get that far downfield. There was only Belgrade defenders there waiting where that punt landed.
Panthers again controlling the tempo of the game, controlling the ball. Even with the wind, Panthers seem to have the ball in their half of the field the majority of the time. Nice shot on goal there by Schlau, knocked out of bounds by the keeper Kahn. 20 minutes remaining here in the ball game. We're now in the 60th minute of play here in our Eastern A Conference finale between the first and second place teams in the conference.
Yeah, Schlau with an impressive shot into the wind. Too much for the keeper to handle, so he just bumps it out of bounds. So we'll have a corner kick. But a powerful strike there by Schlau to put that one on net outside the 18.
Haycock now into the ball game for the Panthers, replacing Rockwell, and we have a corner kick for the Panthers here, right to our right. This time they're going to use the wind and put it into the center of the box. Knocked out. Portnell with a hard shot from about 30, probably about 30 out, but just wide, and it'll be a goal kick for the Rams. And now we have a substitution for Billings Central. Waiting to see the player's number.
I believe it's number 8 coming into the game. Christian Fink.
And he replaces number 16, Keller, for the Rams. Here's a goal kick for the Rams. Controlled by the Panthers. Headed back up the field by Russell, and Schlau tries to shield him off and knocks the ball out of bounds. Be a Ram throw in on the far sideline. Interesting. Don't really know the strategy, and Panthers have a little bit more to play for today, trying to play for an undefeated season, chance to sweep the Billings Central Rams, which very difficult thing to do in the caliber of soccer team that they are. Central, got to be careful. They've got another match on Tuesday coming up this week, a big one to keep their season alive on Tuesday. So not really sure the framework of play. They're playing hard. See both teams playing hard. I don't think Central's doing anything to lay down today at all. But again, probably not as much to play for as the Panthers, looking to have an undefeated season and a sweep of Billings Central in 2017. Schlau fouled on the play, and Portnell will set up for the free kick.
And this is one of these situations, too, where Belgrade's going to let a little time come off the clock here as they set up this indirect kick. Nice strike.
Boy, that ball was a hard shot by Russell. Nice line drive right in the center of the height of the goal, but just to the right side. Rams now setting up for a goal kick. Trapped by the Rams and picked up by Smith, and a breakaway by Schlau. And good defense, it looks like. Nothing happens. Nobody's calling it. All refs are looking at each other, and it's going to be a goal kick, and we have a substitution.
I think this is going to be a corner kick. That play you saw Schlau go down, but that was just a hard hustle on both sides. No foul on the play, just two guys going for the ball, and Central's able to kick it out of bounds, but Belgrade's going to get the corner kick as a result.
We got checking into the ball game, number 17 for the Panthers, and which is Duel, and number 15 for the Rams, which is Farragutti. So again, we do have a corner kick. The Panthers elect to have a short one and put it in off of the corner of the 18. And Haycock guards it, knocks out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Rams.
Getting here at the 16 minutes to go in this game.
We got the goalie down.
Right.
He's calling for the center fish to come up. It looks like it may just be a cramp.
Yeah, he seems to be a little tender on his right foot here. He's going to check himself out of the game. So Billings Central's next goalie is going to have to come out on the field. Let's get a number on this guy, number 28. This is Well, I got to tell you, I don't have a number 28 on my program here in front of me.
That's what I've got. 28 on everything, but we don't have him here. So, mystery goalie for the Rams in his bright orange. Goal kick taken by number 12, Melder. Russell fights hard over there on the sideline, takes the ball away from number 23 for the Rams, Trafton. Panthers controlling the ball, reversing it all the way back to their end, back to Turner, the goalie. Left side to Kelzer. Kelzer sizing it up, centers it to Smith. Over to Chisholm. Chisholm with a nice through ball to the left side, just ahead of Tebow. And it'll be the Rams' ball.
Yeah, that was a real nice look there by Chisholm from the middle of the field. He saw an opening on the left side, but just a little too much as it goes out of bounds.
Farragutti with the ball, tries to pass his right side, taken away by Tebow. He pushes it up, and Russell with another shot on goal. Keeper there with his knee down to corral the ball.
Yeah, nice little warm-up shot for the new keeper. He came cold right off the bench. It was a real quick injury to the goalie and a substitution out. So first shot on net's a nice, easy one for him just to pick up off the ground.
Rams with a little bit, looks like they had a little bit of a breakaway with good hustle there by the Panthers, as they're able to keep control of the ball. Kelzer again with a nice through ball all the way up the field to Tebow. Again, just out of his reach. But a nice look once again up the far sideline. Rams with the throw in. Taken away by the Panthers. And Panthers again in control as they have been throughout most of the game. Ball comes right side to Haycock. Stolen by number 6, O'Leary. Taken back by the Panthers. O'Leary hustling hard over here, working hard for the ball. Good job there by O'Leary for the Rams. Smith for the Panthers here right in front of us. Haycock tips it back in. And that was an interesting no call. I'll kind of give you that. Kind of looks like Haycock may have tripped up the Rams, but no call by the official. And we're playing on as Tebow sizes it up, puts a shot on goal, and it's just wide to the right. 12 minutes remaining in the ball game, and another substitution for the Panthers coming in. For the Rams, we got a series of substitutions. Number 11 comes in, and that's Harrell. And also number 1, Mason Farragetti. And then number 14 for the Panthers, Kaya Kersner checks in for Belgrade. Goal kick for the Rams. Controlled by the Panthers. Chisholm in the middle, back to Odom. Tries to center it, picked off there by number 15, Braxton Farragetti. Haycock with the ball, tries to center it. Cross ball there by Chisholm. Over to Tebow. Looks for the give and go. And Tebow still holds on to the ball. Drop pass to Portnell.
Boy, that was a real nice no-look drop pass here to get this ball to Portnell.
Chisholm sizing himself up. He tries a shot and just over the goal.
Yeah, good effort by Chisholm as well. He gets good foot on the ball there, but just over the net. You know, Rick, now as we look at the clock here, under 11 minutes to go. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but looking forward here for the Panthers moving into the postseason. Next Saturday, I believe, is the next game. You talk a little bit about what we're looking at next coming up.
Yeah, we got playoff action here. 11 o'clock, the Panthers will take on the Hamilton Bronx. Those two teams faced each other in the opening game of the season in Hamilton, where the Panthers came away with a 3-2 victory. Panthers were not at full strength in that game, as they had a couple of starters are in the game right now that were ineligible to play. That was first couple of games, and so Panthers are a little bit different team, but a team that plays you tough early, and they've had a whole year to get better. Shapes up to be a real nice matchup in the first round.
Yeah, and the plan for that one is to have that one broadcasted on the NFHS network. All Montana high school postseason matches are on the NFHS network, so we'll bring you that one. It just won't be on our YouTube pages. This one is now inside. Good scoring chance here for the Panthers. But again, so next week, once we get into the playoffs, we'll be on the NFHS network. We'll post that link on our various areas where we get our information out, and that does cost a small fee to viewers. So if you can't be here next weekend, be sure to tune in on NFHS network. Nice strike there.
Oh, and Tebow with a rocket to the top of the net from just outside the 18 on the at the. What would that be? The 71st minute here in the ballgame. Yeah, 71st minute, a rocket shot by Cannon Tebow just under the crossbar.
I'll call that one a cannon from Tebow, but really the goalie didn't even see it till it was over his head. It was just a line drive right under the crossbar. Great finish there by Tebow. 3-0. Now Belgrade just needs to get out of this thing here injury-free, and they will have that perfect regular season moving into the playoffs next week. But I think the goalie, he could have got a hand on it, but he was screened. He didn't even see it. Went right over his head. It was too late by the time he even caught it.
Also in action next week, if the Panther girls are able to upset the Laurel Locomotives on Tuesday, that game time is at 5:30 in Laurel. If the Panthers were to upset the Locomotives, they too will be home next Saturday, taking on an opponent, and that game will be just following the boys' game at 1 o'clock. So boys' game will be at 11, and a girls' game will be at 1 if the girls win on Tuesday. So we'll be a doubleheader. Both of those broadcasted on the NFHS network, as Nate was mentioning. Another shot on goal for the Panthers, just wide. Goal kick for the Rams. Tebow gets his head on it and knocks it right back down. We're now at 8:31 remaining in the contest. Panthers leading 3-0. It's also Senior Day. That won't be necessarily broadcasted on our thing, but we will have honoring our senior boys and girls. We have 9 seniors to honor today between games. And always a great thing to do to honor those that have been part of our program. Most all those seniors have been a part of our program for 4 years. We have a couple that came in a little bit late. But they brought great things to our school and to our program, and we're very excited and honored to be honoring them between games today.
Yeah, I mentioned who those senior boys are here while we're in the boys' game. Jared Rockwell, Dominic Portnell, Alex Chase, Jordan Schlau, Javen Chisholm, Andre Odom, and Elia Kelzer, the senior Panthers here who are looking to finish their senior year strong, just like they had their junior years, finishing with a state championship. That is definitely the goal for this team, to finish this season well. These guys playing in their final regular season home game. They'll get another chance to play here next week, but they earned that through winning in the regular season. This is the final scheduled game here at home. So we have a free kick here. Nice strike on the ball, handled by the goaltender.
Nate, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to get ready for the end of the action for this game and kind of make sure we have all of our senior ceremony stuff in place. I appreciate the opportunity to bring you a play-by-play today, and I hope you stay tuned for our second match today of the Belgrade girls and Billings Central Rams coming up at approximately 12 o'clock. So thank you, Nate.
Yeah, no, thanks, Rick. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right, here. So we are now with 6:30 to go here in this game. Again, Panthers leading 3-0. Billings Central really unable to get a whole lot going offensively. Most of this action has been down here on Belgrade's offensive end. Here now taken away by the Panthers and controlling it. They're just going to look to run as much of the clock as they can. Play back to Turner. Turner handles it. Looks up now the left side, where he has, I believe, Tebow here. Long ball played in the middle. And then kicked out of bounds there by the Rams. Number 23 sends that one out of bounds. Isaac Trafton. Have a throw in here for the Panthers. And a substitution is Andre Odom comes off the field, closing out his regular season as a senior here on the soccer team for the Belgrade Panthers. If you look on Panther Live, one of our previous videos is yesterday's morning announcements brought to you by Andre Odom after this game. Go ahead and check that out. As it looks like Belgrade's trying to get the right player who they want here for the throw-in. Here across the field, headed off the Rams and then picked up by the new goaltender. Under 5 to go now in this game. Here as the Rams look to get an offensive charge here, looking for something here late, trailing 3-0 with 4:30 to go. Now a little room here in the box. Shot by number 5, controlled by the defender, then Turner grabs it. That was Camden Casper on the shot. Didn't get good foot on it though. And now Turner sending everybody downfield here. He's going to send this one as deep as he can again into a very heavy crosswind. Takes his time. Nice ball up forward along the sidelines, though it's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be the Rams' ball here. And we have a substitution here, timeout. As coming into the game for the Rams is number 25, Ethan Murray. Coming in for number 13, Camden Ellison. This ball played all the way back to Turner, who might look to reverse the field. Then he fakes the reverse, sends it right back up the left side. Now controlled through the middle, taken away here by the Rams. Three minutes and 12 seconds to go now in this game. Played along the left sideline here by the Panthers. A little bit of room. Nearly taken away, but still controlled here by the Panthers as Chisholm will look to reverse the field. But there is a Ram there in the way. Sends it deep, and here is an opportunity here for the Rams. Some physical play, but no call, and then taken away by the Panthers. So right back in it again. Most of this game has been played on the Belgrade offensive half. Scoring opportunities have been very few here for the Rams, as now this ball is kicked out of bounds right in front of us. Will be a throw-in for the Panthers as we are approaching that 2-minute mark of this game. I want to remind you to tune in for the girls' game after this one. We will close this stream out as soon as the boys' game is done. We will end the stream, and this game will be available on replay on demand anytime you want to go back and watch it. We'll open up a new stream that you can find on the Panther Live YouTube page for the girls' game. That will be ready about 10 to 15 minutes after this game concludes. Kickoff for that one is scheduled for noon Mountain Time. So here we have a substitution. Coming out of the game is number 12 for the Rams, Ethan Medler. And checking in is number 18, Nick Willett. throw in here right in front of us. Taken away by the Panthers. Now here Rams control in the middle of the field. Again, poked away. Chisholm gets the ball out here to the left side. Number 14 here, Kaya Kersner in control. And again, the clock is now paused at 2 minutes here. We'll be waiting for the referee's final whistle here shortly. Here looks like Belgrade's going to come up with this ball, looking for a centering cross. Nice play into the box. Pass. Kersner can't get a good foot on it. And we have a whistle. I want to see what this is. I think that was the end of the game. So right as Belgrade's in scoring position, referee says that will do it. Final score, Panthers win this one 3-0 on Senior Day. So congratulations to the Belgrade boys varsity soccer team. They finished the regular season undefeated. Now move into the state playoffs, where their first game will be right here next Saturday against Hamilton. We'll have that on the NFHS network. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and close this stream out, but look for the girls game coming up on the Panther Live YouTube page. We'll launch that one in about 15 minutes from now, and that one will kick off at noon. So we'll just do a couple things we need to do here to get ready for that, take a little break. But boys win 3-0. We'll be back with girls at noon.